friends, it's me, Amy Rebecca, and welcome back to another monthly meeting of the Trash Appreciation Society. And if you're new and wondering, what the heck is that woman talking about? Let me explain our weird love of trash here. In 2020, I finally admitted to myself that I had a little bit of a cosmetics hoarding problem. I was buying way more makeup, toiletries, beauty items than I could possibly use, and I ended up with a giant stockpile that, when I look back on, makes me want to break out in hives. So I started this thing called my big makeup use up. Yeah, that was back in 2020 and we are still working on using it all up. I've been sharing the whole process here on YouTube through project pan updates, empties videos, decluttering videos. There's a whole playlist, I'll link it down below. But I feel like the end is sort of in sight at this point. I mean, yes, do I still have too much? Absolutely. But it's not like a worrying amount anymore. It's progress. So with that said, let's talk about this month's progress. This is our June project pan update. I've been working on 7 different products, trying to pan them, and here's how that's gone. Let's start with the lotions. If you know, you know. I've always got lotions running in my project pans because I have so many freaking lotions. That is why you will always see me working through a body lotion and a hand lotion. So for my body lotion, I've been using the Dove Nourishing Secrets Restoring Ritual Body Lotion with coconut oil and almond milk. That's what it looks like. Let me bring up my handy dandy spreadsheet. Okay, so last month I had 247 grams of this and now I'm down to 124 grams. So that's great progress. It's really annoying because this container is completely opaque, so I can't see how much is in there. It doesn't feel like a lot. Feels like I might be able to use it up by our next update. Don't trust her, she's a liar. I say that about so many products. I'm like, oh yeah, by next month I'll definitely be done. And then 3 months later I'm still working on it, so don't trust me when I say that. But I'm gonna say it anyway. I think by next month I'll be able to use it up. Then for hand cream, I've been using the Ted Baker Raspberry and Orange Blossom hand lotion. You can see that I'm really down to the last little bit here, which feels very satisfying. Last month I had 48 grams and now I'm down to 36 grams. So that's pretty decent going, I would say. And no, I'm not gonna say it. Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. I think I'm gonna be able to use it up by the end of next month. There, I said it. Next, let's talk about the face mask. I've been working on using up my Sand and Sky Pink Australian Clay Mask, question mark. Australian Pink Clay Pore Refining Face Mask. I got there eventually. So last month I had 139 grams of this and I'm down to 128 grams, which doesn't feel like very great progress. But if you actually look inside, there's only one, probably more like 2 applications left in there. And we are kind of down to the wire with this one because one thing about this mask is that once you open it, you do have a limited amount of time before it starts to dry out. And this is not looking so great. I'm gonna have to get back into my weekly face mask routine. And I'm also gonna have to work on not sticking my finger into pots of product while I'm filming. Okay, for this next one, power up the mystery machine because I honestly don't know what to tell you. I was trying to use up this hand sanitizer and it has disappeared. It's gone. Poof. I have no idea what happened to it. I mean, I took it with me on my trip to Greece a couple of weeks ago. I had it in my hand luggage. I remember taking it out in the plastic bag to go through security. It went through security. I remember seeing it come through the machine. So either I just didn't put it back in my bag, which wouldn't make any sense because I always double check those trays because I've had some bad experiences, but either I didn't put it back in my bag or I just lost it in Greece somewhere. I don't know. It's a complete mystery. I don't know what to say, but that hand sanitizer is gone. So what I did was I switched in another hand sanitizer to kind of take its place. This one is the Bath & Body Works Sweet Pea scent. There's only a really small amount of this one left, so I'm not gonna say it. Next, let's bring in the big boy. The Dove Deeply Nourishing Body Wash. This is the biggest shower wash I have ever seen in my life. I know I always use my head as a comparison for this, as if my head is just like the best measurement device out there, but you know, how many shower gels do you have that are bigger than your head? If you saw my Q2 empties video, which I just uploaded last week, I will link it down below if you haven't seen it yet. Trust me, if you love trash, you're gonna love that because there's a lot of trash. Anyway, but in that video, I said that I'd use this up. It is completely gone, and that means I have one less shower gel in my life. That's great because shower gel is another one of those categories that I am just overwhelmed in. For some reason, it's body lotion and shower gel and candles and lip gloss and blush. Anyway, we're one more shower gel down, so that feels great. Finally, let's talk about the makeup products. I've been working on my blush and my bronzer. Let's start with the blush. This is the NYX Baked Blush in Wanderlust, and look at that pan. We're really down to the last little bit at this point, but I often find that this is the most frustrating stage when you're trying to pan a powder, because even though there's very little left there, that last little bit around the edge seems to take forever to use up. I don't know if it's because of the angle, you're just not getting as much product because of the way it's displaced. Maybe should I repot it? It's just so much harder to use it when it's all around the edge. You just don't get a good dunk with your brush, you know what I mean? Maybe I will repot this. What do you think? Should I repot it? Will I just make a mess? Will I drop it everywhere? I usually do. What would you do? Let me know in the comments. And finally, we have that Revolution bronzer that so many of you quite rightly told me to throw away when I was doing my most recent makeup declutter. It is absolutely not the right shade for me. You are absolutely right that I should not be using that as a bronzer. I should not be trying my best to make it work and forcing it to look half decent on my face. But I have been using it as a lazy girl eyeshadow recently, and I've been liking it for that. So I did persist, I did not throw it away, and hallelujah, I hit pan. And not just a baby pan either, like a real true pan. I don't know why I ever thought that this color was gonna work on my skin. Make it make sense. I'm probably going to keep this in my collection because, like I said, I'm all about this lazy girl bronzer as eyeshadow thing at the moment. Once I get bored of that, I'll throw this away because it is broken. It has no lid. It doesn't match me as a bronzer. I accept all those things. But for now, I'm going to hang on to it. But I am going to be cycling it out of the project pan because my goal was just to hit pan on it, which I've done. So that's 2 more products that I've used up in the last month. Thank you. Thank you very much. That means I need to cycle in 2 new products. And I know I've said this a few times now, but it's getting quite tricky to think of products to bring in. When I first started doing this, my bathroom was essentially like a Boots. Not like a full-sized Boots, but you know those little Boots that you get at the airport? It was like one of those. You'd go in, you'd open drawers, you could shop from there quite comfortably. Now, after all of these years of really targeted using up of those products, as well as decluttering and just buying less, it's harder to think, okay, what do I actively want to use up? The less we have to work with, the harder it is to choose. So first off, this one is going to be no surprise. I'm swapping out the old body wash for a new body wash because, like I said, I still have a bunch of those for some reason. This one is the Nivea Naturally Good Oil Infused Shower Gel. I don't know why, but I hate this packaging. Almost like it's a cleaning product, I guess. I don't like that at all. Also, not a huge fan of the product itself. There, I said it. But I do want to use this one up. And as you can see, there's really not a huge amount left in here. When I was doing that bathroom cabinet declutter recently, I found a few products that were kind of half used. And I thought, okay, let's bring those to the front and start using those first because I can get through them quicker. It's a numbers game, baby, and we gotta be strategic. So I'm gonna be bringing in this. This next one, I don't feel great about. I want to bring this in because it's something that I want to use up, but also I know it's going to take me for freaking ever. This is a body mist. It's by Fern Cotton. I got it in a little gift set at Christmas time. It's called Energize. I don't love the smell as a body mist. I don't mind the smell in general, but just not on me as a person. It's bergamot, lemon, and mint, which it kind of smells like a cleaning spray. I am actually going to use it as a cleaning spray. I'm just going to use it to spritz up my space. but not myself, don't land on me. The thing is, it's pretty hefty and I think it's going to be really difficult to use up. That's my honest opinion. Apparently I like to challenge myself in weird ways like this and torture myself by bringing in products that are going to take forever to use up. But it is what it is. So that brings our total for panned products so far in 2023 to 9. That doesn't sound like we're on track for panning 23 products in 2023 because we're halfway through the year already and half of 23 is not 9. Well, on that note, please remember that you are enough just as you are. I love you so much and I will see you again soon. Bye. I just almost choked on my own spit. Hang on.